Esse que viagem que eu tô falando, uns vestidos da cor, sudah banyak sih situasi banyak. A tentação que uma rotina de sessão na sua vontade, de visão, de condição, não é só, sempre que eu prefiro mesmo. Verdade que não vai lá, uma série para mim, sei lá, porque eu fiz mil vezes, eu mal lá para mim. Você vai para lá, para lá, já. Eu tenho aquele que eu tenho preto. Esse lenço igual que não é que tá pensando, porque não é nada, né? A maioria deles são gordas, super gordas. Pretendo comer lá, então não. Não é tirando aqui, aí, legal, ele na hora que foi, que com o outro ele estava pegando falar né? Ele próprio me deu e disse que não fácil.
Welcome.
¿No ha llegado a trabajar? Somebody. What do you do? What was that? Okay.
We are back on the second channel. Inside the Ferrari 296. Now we've got updates on all different cars this week. It's been a manic week. We've got House of Miami. We've put together the Bugatti and a blue back. Now in this video, there's going to be live changes.
Yeah, that's
Again, it's Ferrari 296 running, and if you remember in the last video, I had to email Ferrari to kind of ask for help because really they refused to work on it if I brought it to them because of all the repairs we've done and the modifications we've done. So in between the mix of me working on the 296, we're going to get a little bit of footage of the guys and what they've been getting up to since I've been away as well. For now, let me explain the story on the Ferrari 296. Ferrari have finally responded to me after last time when they refused to work on the 296, which won't start.
Until it's been to an approved body shop, I can't get it in. I'm so sorry.
I bought this car crash damaged, and even after rebuilding it, the car still won't start. Still the same. Now we think it's to do with the hybrid battery. The hybrid battery is in charge of starting this car, and we think after an accident, just like the Lamborghini Revolto, the battery basically self-destructs and it can no longer be used again. A new hybrid battery is £18,000, and if I buy one and it needs coding to the car, the only people who are able to do that are Ferrari themselves. And if Ferrari are refusing to work on the car because I've installed this 296 challenge kit, then we're in a predicament. But the good news is they have responded. Now, to fit the Ferrari challenge kit to a normal road car has taken a lot of modification. Whoa, yeah. And one of the things we needed to modify to fit were the radiators. We've got the radiators out of a challenge car and we needed to fit them into the road car, which meant we needed to relocate them. Normally the 296 has storage underneath the bonnet, but in the race car it has a radiator, so we've had to make a lot of mountings for the radiators to fit. But the road car has different air conditioning radiators, which means we have to mount them and make the hoses to fit them. So we've had Bob over to start making the mounts for not only the radiator, but also the air conditioning rods as well. And finally, he's completed them. Okay, now Bob, without him, we would have had it. He's made all the brackets to fit the radiators. Now we've got to fit the radiators to Bob's brackets and then make all the pipe work fit to that. So the first step, the first thing that's going in is the big old radiator here, which is the water radiator for all the cooling. We don't even know if this is going to be enough to cool the car because on the Challenge 296 it doesn't have a hybrid, and on this car it has a hybrid, and that's why it has two radiators each side. So this one is, well, we don't know if it's going to be enough, but it is big. It's a big radiator. It's about the size of the two radiators that have come off combined, but only has one fan on the back. So this is all question marks based on that it's running. So first step, let's put this in. We can connect all the hoses to this because we've got the feed, the return, and the overflow all connected to that. That's not a problem. It's the aircon lines that we're going to worry about. Let's fit this to the car, then we'll get the aircon condensers on. Let's go. So now the radiators should fit into the car just like they were straight out of the factory. But this time with just custom mounting point. Again, this is going to be a huge question mark of whether this radiator actually works with the hybrid system. I guess we'll find that out later in the video. For now, there's one huge radiator installed in the middle of the car. Now time for the car to go in the air so we can fit the AC rads. Bob's built a bracket so they can bolt directly to each side of the radiator, and then we could tighten the AC rads up to that, and there they are. They should get a nice bit of airflow there. Right. This is where it gets tricky. Both of the AC rads are in place. Because we've moved these round from the original places, we've got to now make these parts fit. I've bought a kit to be able to do that, but we're going to start off easy. And the first step is to get this part which goes into there to connect to this pipe, this area down here. So let's see. Let's just start putting stuff in and see what happens. Now this was way harder than we first thought. Because the air conditioning hoses are mainly all rigid aluminium, it's hard to actually get them to flex where you want them to go. And I bought a kit where you can add rubber lines into the AC system, but we needed to do more than that. So we're having to cut parts off old AC lines, and it looks like Bob's going to have to come down and help us weld them to make it all work.
I'm coming for you. You up the spotlight. Drum up the beat. You want it so bad, go get it, I dare ya.
I'll be right up to tuck you in.
Okay.
Right, Ferrari, back from the body shop. Nice repair here, look. Can't see that now. Properly done, all painted in. Now, it doesn't have the wrap on it anymore, obviously. So, we're going to have to protect the paint, which is what Ario's Rear Nagano from Wax is Dead. Now, they're PPF-ing the 812 because this is freshly painted. The Gallardo, because this has never been PPF'd, and this again was all painted. And also, they're in the middle of doing the GT3RS, which again was fully painted and never protected. So now, while the boys are all away, it's the perfect time to get all of these parts PPF'd from Wax is Dead. So, over to these boys to show us how to do it.
The PPF is a clear film, basically a bit thicker than a wrap, and protects the paint from stone chips and scratches, that sort of thing. You apply it wet, and then you squeeze it out the water so it sticks, and just makes it a much better finish. And the next gen PPF by Wax is Dead is like I've got a hyper gloss finish. It's really, really shiny.
This is something I should have got done ages ago. But whilst this was being filmed, we were away in Florida building the Bugatti. So it's a perfect time to get the front end of the cars which I've had painted fully PPF by the Wax is Dead guys. And some of these pieces were huge, like the bonnet on the 812. But once this is all installed, the paint will be nicely protected from any stone chips or anything else that decides to hit it from the front end. So cheers guys, I've left a link in the description if any of you lot wanted to get your car PPF. Right. We are going to struggle to complete this right now because, right, so you've got right side aircon line. That has a pipe which leads out of here down, which is meant to lead to the left-sided aircon line. And that does do that. We can get that. We've gone here. Everywhere we've put tape, this is where the aluminium joins the aluminium, which we're going to need Bob to weld up. Then we have a rubber hose here and a kit. Then we have this high compression clamp, which will clamp that onto the hose, which I don't want to do just yet until Bob's done his welding, because we can do that. That needs to be welded to there. Then that one will connect to that one. That's no problem. Then you have a pipe leading from here back to the end of the car, and that comes off there. We've cut that there. That needs welding on there. We need another piece to make a right angle, which goes down and connects to this piece here. So we need to get a piece in that size. It's all different sizes. Then on the other side, this comes out of here. We've had to add this bit, which needs welded in, and then that goes up into the dryer. It's like a dryer. So we just need 2 welds on that pipe, and we can run that there. The routing's not too bad because there's nothing really we can do about it. On the race car, it would have had big shrouds in everywhere, but generally the mock-up is there. I don't think it's going to stop the car from starting, but it is going to mean we're going to stop the car from getting aircon, which prevents us from putting on the front bumper and the front end, which is annoying, but at least we're sort of there with that. The next step is trying to start it, which will go to the top of the car to explain where we got to with that. Okay, so Ferrari have told us everything needs to be plugged in order for the car to start. Silly things, silly new cars. Even the Bugatti doesn't need that. The only thing that's not is the front bumper, which I'm going to plug in. And that is every single thing on the car plugged in, I believe. So when I connect the battery now, this is what happens. Connected. Okay. We then have these stupid hazard lights. Then come in. Keys inside the car. It does lock and unlock. We've got the fault on the dash which says plug in the car immediately. When we plug in the car, it won't charge. The battery won't charge when we plug it in. Doesn't like it at all. Now the hazards, Dips has said he can get these hazards off, and he's told me how to do it, but I don't know whether it's true. We were going to find that out. So he said left, wait 5 seconds, right, wait 5 seconds, left.
He's pranking you.
I think it's pranked, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a prank.
What? It was like left, right, left, something or other.
Did you ever play GTA back in the day and say to your mate, oh yeah, this is cheaper than we do, walk down there, get unlimited money?
That's what he's trying right now, but he ain't got the cheat code, does he?
No.
Yo, quick question for you.
Yeah.
What is the code to get the hazards off the Ferrari?
So what you do is indicate.
He's got a sensor in his toilet. What a guy! Have you just took this phone call while having a number 2? Oh my God, it's carnage.
So you press the indicator right once.
Yeah.
Wait 5 seconds. Press the indicator left once. Wait 5 seconds, and then do that 3 times. And then on the 4th time, you should be on indicate right. And then when you do that, the hazard should turn off and the dashboard should light up.
Dips, are you pranking us?
No, genuinely. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm not being lights on.
Here it is. This is the one thing that's been missing from the full CT carbon kit on the car. Obviously we fitted the diffuser, side skirts, front splitter, looks banging. But I never fitted this because, well, 1, we didn't have it in time for the video, and 2, I didn't want to fit it on top of the wrap because I wanted to redo the wrap, and that's when we ran into that whole situation. But now it's going to be painted, I can put it straight onto the paint. This is going to transform it, I think. Open it up. Whoa! This is going to look crazy. This is the bit.
Oh, just leave it like that. Yeah.
Whoa, that is crazy. That's sick. Let's get the Mansory go out.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction.
Thank you, CC Carbon. You've completely transformed my H12. If you want to get any carbon for your car, there's a link in the description and the discount code there. But that's a nice little mod, fresh off the 9.5-hour flight on the way back. Or was it 8.5? 9 hours. 9-hour flight back. Fresh off, 9-hour flight back, no sleep, modification. That's how easy it was to do that. So this is what we get to, and we're going round and round and round and round and round and round in circles. We've done the airbag module. We've done absolutely everything. Now, the only thing we haven't tried, which worked on the Revolto, was replace the battery. And at this point, if I don't try it, I've got an ornament. £18,000 has gone down the drain because we've got a new battery. Here it is, a brand new Ferrari lithium-ion battery. I'm really hoping this is the reason why this car won't start. The reason we're trying this is, remember when we unplugged the brains of the battery, the hazard lights went off. No hazards. So the hazards have stopped as soon as we disconnected the brains from the high voltage battery. And on top of that, the battery would actually charge. But as soon as we plug back in the brains of the battery, it will refuse to do anything. So surely that indicates that the battery is the issue.